We set the trend in the script.
Absolutely. You are, you have been, you will be under the roof.
Snip this glue, get in the zone, because we got to go do something. So that's what we did. And I'm going to be honest with you, I used to like it. You got people from the east and the west and different places, to come over and groove with us.
Was Hoover'Z a part of Hoover? Never met a Hoover'Z. Me and you was never in my life. But
a part of what was called the Bonzella Crips.
Hoover'Z ain't started no Hoover'Z. And we hit that hand moving on you, walking in your house.
Wait, do that again.
Hit that hand moving on you, that messed up your whole party. You are, you have been, you will be under the roof.
I'm just trying to just tap into some stuff, tap into my potential, the potentials of my brain, but learning goes beyond a book. Some people, you have to learn to live, and you also have to learn to love yourself. You have to learn to love yourself, man, and I got this from my boy from East Coast, Big Lala. You have to learn to love yourself so that you can put yourself in the best position to be successful in whatever you're trying to do.
That's what he imparted to you?
He imparted that to me, man, and it resonated with me so loud and clear right now today. I can hear him on that phone telling me, Lana, we love you. We need you out here, man. Learn to love yourself enough.
Wow.
Give yourself a fighting chance to succeed.
Who shared that with you, bro? One more time.
That was our Big Lala from 6 Deuce East Coast.
There you go.
That's one of my childhood homies.
There you go. There
you know, and it's like anybody that's a friend of yours, bro, a real friends want for you the things they want for themselves.
That's right.
They're going to be genuine. You're going to have your haters. We all got our haters.
We're going to have those. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Good talk. If somebody don't hate you, you're doing something wrong.
If they hate you, you're doing something right.
Doing something right.
Man, that's something to take, and for those who hear that, man, I hope they embrace it like you did. Embrace that.
Learn to love yourself.
That's truth to power right there, man.
Yeah, real shit. Yeah. If you can't love yourself, you can't love nobody else.
Man, you are no help.
So you gotta know love to give love. You gotta know love to give love. Yeah. Learn to love yourself.
You are no help support to anyone, including yourself, if you don't have that. Yeah. Wow. Politics. Go in on this one now. Politics.
Man. Woo. Man, you know what? We live in politics.
Cold thing, that ain't it? Everything we do is yes, sir.
You're gonna be judged.
Yes, sir.
And you're gonna have people going around behind your back trying to fucking turn people against anything you're doing that they feel threatened by.
Politics.
Damn the fact that it's constructive. Let's take this for example. Let's take for example this platform you got right here.
Okay.
Right. You setting the record straight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I understand. And remember, we've been talking about this before the inception. It was
that's right.
This call and/or telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
You ran an idea about me a couple of years back. You know, and it was just an ideation phase.
Yeah.
You know, now we didn't foresee, all the little, backbiting or whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
People trying to defame and whatever. But the bottom line is, I knew the theory.
Yeah.
And I knew what you was trying to do.
Yeah.
You were trying to write the story. Don't let other people tell our story.
There you go.
Because we got a great story, bro. We got a great history. This is a conglomerate.
We have a fucking movie, man. Shit. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, it didn't live up to his expectation. You know what I mean? His full potential, rather.
Right.
It didn't live up to his full potential.
Right.
because, you know, we tried something like in the 80s and it didn't live up to its full potential, but we still have that idea and that seed is planted. You know what I mean? It can jump off at any given time, but, you know what I mean? It just takes, you know, the right mind. You know, real talk. But with you, and you see I'm here, bro.
Yeah.
I'm here. Ain't nothing wrong with this. Ain't nothing wrong with what you're doing. The topic is what the topic is. Anybody here that you know, we're not on here confessing to no crime.
Come on, man.
We actually, you know, there's light at the end of the tunnel. We actually have a positive spin on things. We're talking about the state of affairs, how things were, and how things can be.
I would challenge anyone to find anything negative in terms of this conversation in particular that you've said. I would challenge anyone. You know?
Man, listen.
So
everybody know me.
Yeah.
Everybody know me. You know my history. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna be on here talking about nothing that's gonna create some adverse effects for me.
Right. Man.
You know, I'm talking about my way of thinking, my new way of thinking. I have my old way of thinking, and I have no problem talking about that. Anything I've done in the past has been done. It's no secret. I'm not going to get up here and make no confessions. That's what I'm not going to do.
Right.
And I'm not asked to make no confessions.
That's right.
You know, but anything I've done has been done.
Yeah.
You know, but how can I go about doing something better? How can I motivate the masses to do better?
Hello. There lies the question.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
How can I help the people?
How can I help the people that's coming up behind me? I done made the mistakes. These are the mistakes I've made. Watch that step right there. I'm walking around track so many times, bro. My feet just fucking fell into the same footprint that I left coming around it about 30 million times ago.
It's damn near permanent. You done did that so many times, right? Right.
So I gotta learn something from that.
Well, hold that thought, bro. Pull back up. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you know, on the political end of it, bro, man. I got a lot of little brothers out there, right? People that came up under me, and we didn't bend corners together up in here. You know what I mean? And things I done shared with them and expressed with them, they can tell you, man. I got, you know, my little mini me out there, you know, old bird face.
Yeah.
Come on, man. He can tell you some of the things that I done laced him with, man. Will take a person a long way out there. You ain't gotta be on no, you know, no hater stuff. You ain't gotta be on no disrespectful stuff. Respect goes a long way.
Yeah.
It goes a long way. Because my thing is, even when I was out, I didn't cart people out of bounds. And it's like, I know you, man, go, hey, look, I'll pull up over and say, look, you out of bounds. Homie, like, don't get up out of here, though. You know, good to see you, get up out of here. You know, my thing is, that type of stuff right there, bro. If I give somebody a pass like that, if you catch one of mine out of bounds, man, I'm like, look at man, no, bro, get up out of here. You out of bounds. Leave from
Return the favor. Yeah.
You out of bounds. Pay it forward. Pay it forward. You know, I've had dudes, man, from other places up in here, man. This is when I was really, like, out there active. You know what I mean? Just pushing my line. They brought their homies to me and was like, hey, it's a good dude right here. Like, I know you ain't going to mislead him. You know? Yeah. Come on. I done had dudes who's supposed to be, you know, enemy set, but, you know, we on this one thing, man. We on this C-Nation. We pushing this Crip thing. And they straight up, man, I love the way you move. Yeah. But these are dudes from other places, homie. It's not like people think, bro. There's more that binds us than divides us.
That's the truth.
We have a lot in common with people. Everybody from Hoop that's not from Hoop ain't no buster.
That's true. I love that statement. No. That's true, because it's the truth. Yeah.
Yeah, no, real talk. Yeah. A lot of dudes got that impression in their mind. If you ain't from over here, you's a buster. No.
Downcast from everywhere. No. And some don't even game bang.
Everywhere. No, you got some civilians that's
with the business. You see, yeah, real spit. But that's the politic, right? So that in a nutshell, that's the politic, man, of things, man. And that.
This. Let me say this.
Go ahead.
Let me end that with this. So, you got some real good, solid homies out there, man.
Yeah. No doubt.
Experiences.
This call and/or telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
You can learn from their experiences, listen to them.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna tell you this too. That comes with a warning sign.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't see them walking, it was a walk that they talk. Shun that shit.
Hello. I can dig it. Yeah.
Reject it.
Yeah.
Reject it.
Yeah. That's been said often enough. If what they're doing don't match, if what they're saying don't match what they're doing, keep pushing, man. Keep on pushing. Yeah. Yeah. Love them from afar.
Real talk.
Give them that from afar. Okay, so finance or economics. Let's go with finance, though.
Man, I've always tripped off of the fact that you got so many people out there that's in a position to jumpstart some stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But people are really selfish with what
finance.
they got. And I'm not saying just because another person is doing good, you should do good.
Yeah.
They done did the work.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm talking about if you want to come together and sit at the table together on some unity
mm-hmm.
and come up with some ideas. You come up with some ideas. There's rarely a unique idea out there. Everything's been done.
Man, ain't nothing new under the sun. Right.
Nothing. But if you can come together on some entrepreneur stuff, and you can come together with an idea that's going to produce a service that people
mm-hmm.
need, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole lot of things you can do out there economically.
Yeah.
To help each other.
Man.
To pull another person forward.
So true.
You can't just because you get ahead. You don't want nobody to catch up to you.
Mm-hmm. And is that the mindset you think? Is that what? Is that the mentality, bro? Huh? Is that the mentality you think?
That's the mentality.
Wow.
Now, like I said, just because one person doing good don't mean everybody
opposed to. Yeah. Right. I can kind of attest to that. I kind of see that you have people, and they might be on that path, and they're trying to be successful, and they don't want nobody. It's as though I ain't tell you this secret. I'm not sharing this with you that because I want it. Even after I got it, I don't want to give it to you. I don't know, man. I see little shit, man, but hey, it is what it is.
No, but hey, listen, everybody, you can get out there, man, especially the way I see things from sitting in this cell right now. It's designed for people to win. If you want to work, you can get employment. You got all that homelessness out there. Those are people who make a choice.
Yeah, get a job.
Make a choice, bro.
Yeah.
They make a choice. There's opportunity for employment.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a job.
Yeah.
But you rather live in a tent?
Yeah. I'm not laughing about that, but yeah.
You don't have to pay rent. No. A lot of that. Some people, you got a lot of mentally challenged people out there.
That's true. Yeah.
You do.
Yeah, a lot of psychosis out there.
But you have some people that it's a choice they make.
Yeah.
It's a choice.
Yeah. It's a choice. And when I see, and I know it's a choice, so I agree with you on that. And me and Michelle could be wherever we are, and I could see that, and I'd be like, this is a dumb motherfucker right here. Because that's what he chose to do.
Hey, come on.
He ain't got to do that.
I know. Yeah, no, real shit. Because you got some people that make better choices, bro.
Yeah.
But running up and down Hoover'Z right there, you know what I mean? Who owns some stuff over there? Been over there for decades.
Man, I didn't have that conversation.
But who owning some stuff over there?
Yeah. I told not just this community, but others. I said, who own what? Where? Point it out. Where's the real estate, man? Where the residences? Where the businesses? Where the services? Come on, man. Don't nobody, man. The finance, the finance in the community, man, it's like, nah, it's non-existent, man.
It can be brought together.
It could be brought right now, and it's lacking.
Make some changes.
It's lacking. Changes need to be made, you know. But yeah, so you know those.
That can come with unity.
Hey,
You pool your resources.
Hey, I don't disagree. I don't disagree. I had a conversation with some homies, man. It's been a month now. Actually, man, now it's been a month and a half. We went to go see Oblo up in Auburn, and a few of us sat back, man, you know, and we had a discussion. Basically, okay, man, we need to bring to the table 3 to 4 ideas, you know, viable ideas. You know, it ain't got to be nothing new, like we mentioned, but something that can generate money. You know what I'm saying? We can, you know, create some type of income from. Perform a service or whatever the case may be. And these individuals are the individuals who are out actually every day grinding legitimately, legally, you know what I mean? With the business. So we haven't tapped in, man, you know, and we got ideas. I shared one with them, and they was like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, that idea right there. I'm gonna hit you in the in the thing. I'm gonna tell you that idea, Lon. And I'm gonna tell you, get your money ready. We're gonna put something together for you, son, so you can throw something in this pot, because we're gonna eat. It's real nice. It's powerful shit.
Hey, we talked before about something simple.
Yeah, it's simple.
Graffiti on the wall. You get your water pressure machine.
Yeah.
You can go around walls, repaint them.
Yeah.
That is a service that's needed in the community, and you can get paid for it.
Yeah, it's just a matter of getting it together, pushing it forward, man. You know, go beyond just speaking on it, you know, put it on paper, man, work out a business plan, man. You know what I mean? Because we got people that can actually help us do this. You know, and a lot of homies know there's always somebody willing to help. You know what I mean? You know, probably more willing to help than those who aren't willing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, what they don't even understand is some of those people that's willing to help and lend a hand to help get something started is probably from somewhere where they think they
right.
as enemies.
Right. See, and it's those elbows you're gonna have to rub, man. Let's get it done. All right, look, man.
Real talk.
You know, I got something for you. And you know, we didn't, and I'm saying this intentionally. I'm being deliberate here. We didn't delve into
this call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Your present state of incarceration, and I chose not to, and you didn't bring it up, and that's fine. You know, a lot of what you went through in there in terms of just surviving that system. You know, back from the 80s and 90s, whatever, and that's intentional. So we're gonna leave that on the back burner. Maybe one day we can have it. Could be a political discussion. Actually, is what it is. But we can have that talk too one day. I want to hit you with this though, Lon, because we're gonna cut out. I want to hold you. We've been doing this pretty long. I love it. I appreciate your time, bro.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
So this actually the podcast, like you've known before a whole lot of people that this was going to come to fruition before it ever actually happened. Before a dime was spent to bring this thing together. There are 4 pillars to this thing, man. It's your story. It's the cautionary tale. It's atonement. And it's the real enemy, or who's the real enemy. And being that you gave us your story and the people are going to appreciate it as much as I did, we don't have to rehash that, but the cautionary tale in terms of giving those, and we spoke about those coming up behind us, something that can benefit them, something that's cautionary, that can keep them from them stoops, keep them from being extinct. You know what I mean? What can you speak to on that point?
Well, I can actually say, bro, unequivocally, bro, I've been my own worst enemy. Everything I've done that led me to where I'm at right now been self-inflicted. You know what I mean? I'm better than that. My thinking process is better than that. But, I can't, I ain't even no buzz to it. I can't make no excuses. I've been my own worst enemy. You know what I mean? Living up to the expectations of others.
Yeah.
And that's That's something I caution people against. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You cannot live up to somebody else's expectations of you. Or you're going to go bad every time. It's gonna go
Every
bad. You can't be the same food you've always been growing up. Grow the fuck up.
Okay.
You know, and it just so happens, like I said, some people mature faster than others.
That's right.
You know, it's trial and error for me to come to the conclusion that I'm stating right now.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said, you know, it don't make me, you know, lesser than. You know, I know what I'm capable of. Sometimes I don't know. But that's the scary part. That's the thing. That's the thing that I have to, like, you know what I mean, chain down and come to recognize. And, you know, create my coping mechanism. So when I see this type of stuff unfold within me, I have to hold it down. I have to counter it.
That's right.
If not, man, I'll die in prison.
Yeah, and we don't want that to happen.
You already know. You know.
Yeah.
No, you know my story, bro. You know I was supposed to have been on the streets in 2000.
Yes, sir.
In the year 2000, I should have been on the streets. But for you know what I mean? The situations that occurred that now got me still up in here.
Yeah. Okay, well.
You know, and that's something that I'm going to have to address, you know, eventually. I'm going to go to board.
Yeah.
And I have to, you know, be accountable for my actions because they're going to question me about it.
Oh, they're going to dig into you about the whole get down, yes.
Okay, no doubt about it.
Help reunite a devoted parent with their family after 16 years. Joseph, a devoted parent and community supporter, fights for justice. Their life was shattered by wrongful imprisonment, tearing them away from loved ones. For 16 long years, this individual has battled to reclaim both freedom and family. You can play a crucial role in helping them reclaim their life and reunite with their family today. Every donation brings hope and justice closer to reality for this family. Stand with Joseph, donate now.
Trade folks, 7-Eleven, the Deuce and the Nine. You have been, you will be undefeated.
But we ain't gang banging, this is about education. We trying to educate our youth right now.
Nigga, hey. Said day is the best day. Skip walking across the floor in the best way. From trade to the one way. It's a stump day. LA to the NY. Let this funk play.
Back in them days, it was love, loyalty, respect, and honesty,
that's my nigga Gumby right
Nowadays,
there from the
you know, ex-busters, hooks, and snitches put on pedestals and ventilators.
Say lows on that Hoover shit. HIP, Tony Moon, one of the hardest poets I ever heard connected with this star shit. Hey, baby Jap and Jap 5, quick to set it off on the mic in the shack live.
When the shit get real and feel to the wheel, and then you will see sitting up in that motherfucker looking at that light sin, that death sin.
Then they run into a witness stand, telling on their own homeboys.
Hoover'Z stomp, like this, Hoover'Z stomp.
I know trouble, I know how to start them big ass folks coming looking for me.
I'm a New York nigga in the Pacific Sun. I say West Side Hoover if you ask where I'm from. Providence, California runs, infusing my lungs. All about my bread, I ain't leaving.
Understand the end game. What's your end game? What's your purpose?
Keep one in the head or I don't need a gun. I'm with Hawk on Hoover Street with a low ass jump. Hopping down Figueroa with a whole selling cunt.
You have been,
like this, come second to none. Grooving like Scone Young, grooving like Booker Bone. I'm bad to the bone.